Right now at 6, a new option a medical network offers to manage the 2 Chippewa Valley hospitals that are set to close in April.
And difficult divorces. What's being done to protect a child's mental health during their parents' divorce proceedings.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The 2 Chippewa Valley hospitals that are set to close in spring may have a buyer. Oak Leaf Medical Network says it wants to negotiate buying the hospitals and clinics from Hospital Sisters Health System and Prevea. Oak Leaf is an independent physician association that serves patients in western Wisconsin. In a statement, Oak Leaf's board of directors chair said, quote, "Lives will undoubtedly be lost if we cannot all figure out a solution quickly." He added that Oak Leaf physicians are aggressively pursuing avenues to continue caring for the affected patients.
A 74-year-old Wisconsin man is in custody on drug charges. Gary Gilberg was arrested in Buffalo County on counts of possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. According to the Buffalo County Sheriff's Office, Gilberg was pulled over yesterday for a traffic violation. A canine alerted officials of a controlled substance in the vehicle. During a search, authorities found just over 31 grams of meth in individual baggies. A search warrant was later executed at Gilberg's residence in Jackson County, where detectives found an additional 397 grams of meth. Gilberg has a $2,000 cash bond. His initial appearance is scheduled for March 6th.
A La Crosse man is pleading guilty to federal gun charges. Benjamin Thorson was federally indicted for possession with intent to deliver drugs and felony possession of a firearm. Thorson's guilty plea is part of a plea agreement. In exchange for that plea, he will serve at least 5 years of prison time for the firearm possession, but the drug charges will be dropped. The judge could still decide to reject that plea deal. This comes after La Crosse police revealed they intend to charge Thorson with hiding the corpse of Julia Hedham. Hedham's body was found near the Bud Hendrickson Trail last July.
3 people are injured after a foggy crash in the town of Shelby this morning. According to the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office, a vehicle was driving east at 9:50 this morning when it hit another car turning onto State Road 33 from Forest Ridge Drive. The 3 passengers involved were taken to the hospital by ambulance. Police have confirmed fog contributed to the crash. The highway was closed for a short time following the crash.
Western Technical College will be suspending their men and women's basketball programs at the end of the season. The decision comes as the program grapples with expenses.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain is on campus tonight with the impact. Michael.
Western Technical officials say the decision wasn't easy, but it was a collaborative effort between the administration and staff members, which came down to the final decision.
You know, that obviously weighs on our student impact and their outside lives and the amount of time that they put into travel. It also impacts from a financial standpoint as well, digging into some of the budgets that we have when we are traveling at such a long distance.
I also spoke with the head coach of the men's basketball team and a player who said they had no idea this news was coming. Now, Monroe also adds that the main priority right now at Western Technical is the student athletes. Now, the men's and women's team will have the remainder of the season up until their season ends at the very end of February. That is when the suspension will take place. Reporting live in La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Michael. Well, after that dense fog this morning, the sun did come out and it was quite lovely.
Sure did. Not a bad start to the month of February. We're in the middle of quite a mild stretch as it is, Greg.
Yep, we got more record highs today, actually tied for Eau Claire at 49 once again. They hit it yesterday too, and not to be outdone, La Crosse actually hit it too. They were 52 degrees today. Once again, the second day we've had 50 degrees, and that was a record too. Overall, if you look at high temperatures across the area, really in the upper 40s to low 50s was pretty common across most of the area, given that we still had that dense fog that kept the temperatures down a little bit in the beginning, but still that's about 20 to 25 degrees above average. And this won't change too much over the next several days. In fact, the next week, current temperatures were still in the mid to upper 40s for most locations, a little bit colder to the north, a little bit of cloud cover, and that northeast wind behind this cold front has brought the temperatures into the mid 30s up to Ladysmith and areas up to there. However, that cold front is pushed well to the south. We do get a northeast wind behind it that is pulling some clouds, so we'll see that off and on for this evening, but still above average, even though we're getting down to the mid-30s at 11 p.m. with that northeast wind beginning to turn around to the east. Same story for Eau Claire, on and off cloud cover throughout the evening. Once again, we'll get down to about 31 degrees with that east wind. As we break down, pretty much the snow is almost all gone anyway, but we have Groundhog Day tomorrow with some clouds, a little bit cooler tomorrow. Granted, it's still 40, but then we have record-breaking temperatures potentially all the way through next Thursday. I'll explain all that in a bit later in the broadcast.
All right.
Thank you, Greg. The Chippewa Falls School District has announced the interim replacement for the HR and Public Relations Director. Jenny Stark will step into the role until someone is hired permanently. A release by the district says Stark has prior knowledge and experience in the district. The position became vacant after the previous HR Director, Tim Johnson, resigned amid an investigation into his financial conduct at a previous school district. School officials expect a permanent director to be in place by July 1st.
Addressing youth substance use and mental health. And that was the goal of a training program in Onalaska today. The Better Together project focuses on improving the mental health of adolescents in La Crosse County. Today, the group hosted a training session for those who work with youth on how to address substance use issues. The group says the training comes at a critical time as vaping incidents surge among youth. The project director adds that substance use and mental health struggles go hand in hand among teens.
Being a teenager is hard, and I think being a teenager in 2024 is even harder. Exposing yourself and your brain to chemicals such as marijuana and alcohol doesn't help. It impacts our their mental health and their mental wellness.
Participants today learned how to identify the cause of substance use in youth and ways to provide support, like making a plan with the teen to best address the issue.
Well, 15 Wisconsin dairy companies are getting some extra cheddar. The Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection announced the Lucky 15 will receive a dairy processor grant. The grants are meant to help foster innovation, improve profits, and sustain long-term viability. Nordic Cheese in Westby is one of the companies receiving the grant. They currently sell A2 cheeses, which are easier on digestion. They say the extra money will help them market this cheese and allow them to create new ones.
This grant for our business will really help us expand this line for us, and especially a small business like us. It's going to be very crucial to help us roll out these new products.
Governor Evers agreed to add $300,000 annually to the 2023-25 dairy processor grant budget. The department received 36 grant requests last year. The damage of divorce.
I'll explore the systems local courts use to protect the mental health of children caught in the middle right after these messages.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Welcome to Esco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We are celebrating President's Day all month long. Take up to 5 years to pay interest-free. Need new appliances? Take 2 years to pay. Countertops? Take 3 years to pay. An adjustable base bed? Take 5 years to pay. Wesco One Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one?
You don't.
I've been looking for someone to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet?
Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. Bygoff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call Bygoff and Rohde.
Wisconsin DHS says the state divorce rate in 2020 was 2 for every 1,000 people. Some are amicable, some hurt those caught in the middle, the children. So in those cases where custody becomes a bitter fight, I asked professionals how the court system can protect children from psychological damage. The court's first line of defense for children is a special attorney called a guardian ad litem.
Guardian ad litem is appointed by a judge to represent the best interest of a child.
Molly Kingeter is a guardian ad litem serving Monroe County. State law gives her 14 points to determine the child's best interest, balancing everything from parental wishes to the mental health impact on a child.
That individual is tasked with conducting an investigation and then making a recommendation to the judge.
In her investigations, she meets individually with parents, the child, and anyone else who can speak to the home dynamic. And she's done enough cases to sense when there's a deeper problem.
At times, it's clear that a kiddo is struggling and needs some assistance. And 9 times out of 10, parents are cooperative with getting them that assistance when I raise that issue. If the parents don't want to agree to that, I can file a motion and ask the judge to order them to.
But often in more rural counties, connecting kids to that psychological help isn't easy.
I always wish that there were, more mental health counselors around. We talk about getting kiddos in to see therapists. First, you have to find someone who works with children, and then you have to find someone whose waiting list isn't 6 or 7 months long. Yeah. That's not really a fault of the court system. That's just more, we don't have enough providers to meet the need.
Some counties are better equipped to meet that need. La Crosse County requires kids to meet with a licensed child therapist like Leah Morkin at Family and Children's Center.
Most children will internalize what has happened to them as being their fault.
Morkin says time with a therapist can help kids come to grips with a life-changing process.
Processing through the emotions that they're feeling about the divorce, different coping skills they can use. I want to make sure that if there's something that I can amplify for the child, something that's important for them, I make sure that that's heard.
Now, the guardian ad litem and child therapists don't come for free. They are added costs on top of an already expensive proceeding. That's why both professionals agree that the parents have the greatest influence to minimize any long-term damage.
When you talk negatively about the other person, it affects the relationship that child then has with the other parent. It can create some anxiety between what they do know and what they think they know. It can also create, sadness, depression, anger.
I tell parents the greatest gift that you can give your child through this process is having them see the two of you get along.
Now, Kingeter says because divorce is so emotional, the legal system can only go so far. But she believes the system does have the right priorities in place. Still ahead tonight, the first contract of one of the greatest soccer players ever is up for auction, and it's slated to go for over $300,000.
And the groundhog may see his shadow or not, but we definitely have mild spring-like temperatures to continue for at least the next week. Maybe some rain or snow later next week. I'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Hey man, thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks guys. I'll be here all night. You see that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah man, I've been busy.
It's time to power up. at Jewelry's in Fountain, Minnesota. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the comfort that power brings to your new recliner, sofa, or sectional. All on sale now. And if it's powered up, there's even special financing and free delivery. Upgrade your reclining experience with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar, all at the push of a button from top manufacturers like FlexSteel, La-Z-Boy, and Stressless. Sale prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Jewelry's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Barcelona contract is up for auction with a starting bid of $380,000.
How's that all? Yeah, according to the auction house Bonhams, the paper was signed in 2000 to acquire the talents of the then 13-year-old Messi. Messi then developed into the famed Barca Academy before making his debut for the senior team in 2004 at the young age of 16.
Wow, he played in 778 games for Barcelona, breaking the club's goal-scoring record and helping the team win 35 trophies, including 4 Champions League titles. The auction goes live in March.
And for such an icon, it almost sounds like 380 grand would be a little low.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's like him and Ronaldo in the modern age as being just the faces of the entire sport.
But that's when he started out at 16.
Well, signing at 13 and then making a pro at 16.
Oh, at 16, okay.
Which is still super young, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it multiplied more and more.
And of course, you know, just won the World Cup with Argentina. So honestly, if not the best of all time, certainly the best of his generation.
Yeah.
At least I would say.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, let's get it over to Greg for our weather forecast.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be looking at mild conditions here for February, but if you look at what we go for normal coming into February, the good news, if you do like warmer conditions, our average temperatures for both locations start off in the 20s. By the end of the month, we are in the 30s. Now, we still can get quite cold this time of year, especially the first part of it. You know, you look at the temperatures there, 30 to 40 below, but you look at we're starting to hit the 60s for records too. We still get snow and precipitation, but we are starting to warm up as the sunlight starts to increase too. For the time being, we're looking at Friday through next Wednesday. We're breaking down. We are going to be a little cooler tomorrow. That's still 40s, well above average. Then the rest of the period all the way through, Wednesday, we're looking at upper 40s to mid 50s. That will involve some records. And even with these conditions, you can't rule out some fog too here and there. You just can't forecast and predict that beyond about 24 hours. Otherwise, next Thursday, Saturday, things do change. We have breezy conditions. 50s are possible Thursday. That rain chance comes in Thursday and next Friday. We could see a transition to snow. That's really far out right now, too hard to say. And then dry conditions. Cooler temperatures come next weekend, but there's not even a lot of cold air behind that system. But for tonight, we're looking at really just on and off cloud cover with that east wind. Our temperatures, once you wake up, in the upper 20s to near 30. We'll have some of this lingering low clouds here and there, a little bit clearing skies up to the north. We'll see more sun as we go in the afternoon hours, but with this northeast-east wind, that'll probably keep our temperatures down to maybe in the upper 30s, low 40s. And then for tomorrow evening, more clearing skies, but the winds start turning back around to the southeast. And that as we go into Saturday, once again, some clouds will start off. We're going to see probably potentially more record highs and giving you a chance here, upper 40s for both locations. But given that we've been running a little bit warmer than what we were expected, definitely in play that we're going to see some record highs Saturday, and that could go on through Sunday too. Eventually by Sunday, we're going to start seeing changes, but it won't be happening until about Tuesday, Wednesday. That system to the south falls apart, and then the second system really to impact the southwest, that's the one that eventually work its way across the Intermountain West and the Rockies and get into the plains probably by Wednesday, allowing the winds to turn around to the south. We will stay warm throughout this period and actually get breezy and warm, especially going into Thursday. And that's when the system gets close enough on the warm side to give us some rain chances. Now, the track of this could definitely change. It could split, it could fall apart, but that's given an opportunity for us to get rain. And then maybe on the back side of it, come around to give us maybe a little bit of snow. We'll see how this plays out, but that's the next opportunity for precipitation. Otherwise, as you see, they got a slight risk up to the north, so we'll keep an eye on that. It's still a week out, but there could be some potential impacts. Otherwise, departure from normal, really a lot of red, dark red. We're going to see above average all the way out through next Wednesday, Thursday, and potentially even beyond. As you see, we'll start cooling down, but Wednesday night into Thursday, we may not get down below 40. But that's not the case for tonight. We'll see upper 20s, low 30s. Could be a little bit of patchy fog or haze out there. Won't be dense, but you'll wake up to with upper 20s to low 30s. And tomorrow we're looking at temperatures upper 30s, 40s without enough cloud cover in the morning, more sun in the afternoon. Cooler than we've had, but still above average for the second day of February and Groundhog Day. Otherwise, we'll get temperatures up in the upper 40s near 50 all the rest throughout the period until we get to Thursday. Rain chances begin to come back into play, and we'll see if we have any type of precipitation going to Friday. But even beyond that, as you look to Friday, we're still dropping back down to the low 40s. So if you're looking for cold and a lot of snow, still keep looking. We'll see if that system does anything up towards Ladysmith and Eau Claire by that period. But for right now, it's upper 40s, low 50s. So enjoy the mild conditions because, eventually we will have some winter left.
All right.
Keep saying it. All right. Thanks, Greg.
Coming up next in sports, the Panthers are in pursuit of a deep postseason run. And no, we're not talking about the Carolina Panthers. It's Royal girls basketball off to another hot start. And the girls hoping to finish what they started this season. Rob's got that profile next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Ashley's President's Day Preview Mattress Sale is here. Right now you can get early access to Mattress Hot Buys, your choice just $6.99. Plus save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop the President's Day Preview Mattress Sale today.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big pet care sale is going on now, and that means huge savings on the food, treats, and supplies you need to help keep your pets happy and healthy. Right now, get a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan dog or cat food. Pro Plan uses advanced nutrition to create targeted formulas that help your unique pets thrive as they age and develop. So shop our assortment today and find the right Pro Plan formula for your dog or cat at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
For over 40 years, Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Hey, Dominic here. Do you have trouble getting your kids to eat their veggies? Well, we have Cheddar Pleasing to the rescue. Just add 1 teaspoon of Cheddar Pleasing to 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Pour it over your broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and more. It's also amazing on popcorn and even atop your casseroles. Get your cheddar and 39 other blends at Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. And remember, kids, eat your veggies.
Ashley's President's Day Preview Mattress Sale is here. Right now you can get early access to Mattress Hot Buys, your choice just $6.99. Plus save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop the President's Day Preview Mattress Sale today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We're coming down the final stretch of the high school winter sports season, and with the playoffs right around the corner, the Royal girls basketball team is right where it wants to be. Panthers have won 17 of their first 19 games. The most important part of the journey for these girls is that they're having fun along the way. The Panthers pride themselves on team chemistry, and their friendships off the court play a big role in their success on it. Despite the team having 8 freshmen on the squad, the young girls have been forced to grow up a lot quicker than most. But head coach Andrew Dolan says the senior leadership on the team has helped make that process as smooth as possible. With just 5 games left before the postseason tips off, the Panthers are hoping to accomplish something they haven't done in almost 50 years. but these players believe their bond can make them the ones who get it done.
Yeah, there's a certain level of trust that it's hard to explain, but even two of the starters are related to me, so I just feel like we have that connection that really bonds us and makes us stronger as a team.
It's really good to have that automatic connection that you've had since you were really young. We've always been really close. We've always been best friends. I just think that we're a lot more comfortable with each other, so we just have a lot of trust, and then we trust each other, then we can just have fun the whole game and play our best.
We haven't won a regional in a very, very long time, and I think we're honestly really capable of doing that this year. And we're going to just try to obviously go one game at a time, but try to get that regional and then see where we can go after that.
Every day at school, I look up and I see 1977, so it'd be real nice to get that monkey off our back. We got a lot of good teams in our sectional, so it's going to be really tough. But our goal right now is every single game, playing our absolute best, and then whatever happens from there, happens from there.
I think we're capable of pretty much anything we set our minds to. If we tell ourselves we're going to go out there and get her done, we're going to get her done.
Girl, get her done. Panthers continue their push to the postseason tomorrow night against Brookwood. That must be really cool. It's one thing to be friends with your teammates, but to be related and cousins and
cousins.
No, they were
So many
sisters. The
girls.
first two were
Yeah,
sisters.
there's a ton of them though.
But it's so cool, and you can tell they're all friends, and it kind of trickles to the rest of the team too. 8 freshmen, so they're all getting it done.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob.
You got it.
All right, more news after this.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get something for nothing. Pay nothing for sales tax and pay nothing down with interest-free financing on the area's best in-stock selection of rugs. The Something for Nothing sale right now at Homeworld Rugs.
Step into a world of romantic enchantment as Dallas String Quartet presents a Bridgerton-inspired show. Wednesday, February 14th at the Viterbo Fine Arts Center. This musical journey creates a harmonious blend of contemporary, timeless love songs and a high-energy second half that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Order tickets at 608-796-3100 or online at ViterboFineArtsCenter.com.
When we at Riverbank made our new youth savings account, we wanted to learn more about how kids thought about money. So we went right to the source. Our first question was, how much money do your parents spend in a year?
$16. Okay. 25. More than 100. 105. 3,000. A lot.
Riverbank, local banking made simple.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99 or more, pay nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping on brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, tomorrow just a little bit cooler for the groundhog. We'll see if Jimmy down Madison sees his shadow, Sun Prairie. Otherwise, we're looking at upper 40s, near 50 for all the way through next Wednesday, and maybe some rain coming towards the tail end of next week. So definitely get out and enjoy the weather.
We will.
Because we might, obviously, we'll go back to winter at some point.
Right. Everyone wish Greg a happy Groundhog's Day tomorrow. It's his favorite holiday.